All right. LDBC, LDWMMAC, and LDMMAC. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. And I found it fitting to not put any background music in this video because I want you guys to listen to every single solitary word. I want y'all to hear it. Um, this video will resonate with some of you. This video is going to trigger some of you. But I don't care what side of the fence you on. I'm going to tell it as I see it, and that's just the way that is. Okay, so you guys, you've been hearing about Aniah Blanchard in the news, okay? She is the daughter, the stepdaughter of UFC heavyweight Walt Harris, okay? She's been missing since October 23rd, about 5 days she's been missing. Okay, I'm going to tell you about why I'm disappointed. I'm going to tell you what I think happened, and then I'm going to give you my conclusion, okay, on what I think Aniah is or where I think she is or what she is, okay? All right, so first of all, here are my disappointments. I'm very disappointed with black media, okay? I'm disappointed with black media. There are not a lot of stories about this. You know, the only people that seem to really, give this attention are the news media stations in Alabama. That's it, okay? But see, I'm talking about your pro-black, and I call these guys, they're fake pro-blacks. They got all these hundreds and thousands of followers. But your Dr. Umar Johnsons, your Phil from the Advice shows, okay? Your Roly-Poly Martins, your Jesse Jacksons, your Al Sharptons, your Sinetters, and all these people, every last one of these people. These are your fake pro-blacks. And, these guys, they're not talking about this. And I'm going to tell you why. See, these guys, they say they're for black, but these guys are really for green, okay? Your Tariq Nasheeds, man, all of these guys, they're nothing, they're only about the green. But let me tell y'all this, okay? Now, supposedly, Aniah, met up with somebody she met online, okay? And she was going out on a date with him, like real late at night. Like, she left the house at, after 11 to go meet up with this dude for a date. And now I want you to be mindful, okay? If this comes out that a white male has something to do with her disappearance, if it comes out, the people that I talked about, they're going to make videos. And they're going to make videos because, see, it fits their narrative. It fits their narrative. They're going to make videos. If it comes out that a black male could have done this, they're not going to make any videos because they can't make money on that. People, in this society, in this generation, they know that you can't make money on those videos because it don't fit that narrative of, the white person killing black people. It just don't fit that narrative. So these guys, they ain't going to talk about it. I can tell you now. And you can say, well, maybe they don't know about it. Look, these people, they know everything. They know everything. So trust and believe, okay? Trust and believe. They know about this. But see, it's not interesting. Now you can say, well, maybe Aniah isn't really fully black. Well, wait a minute. I've seen Phil from the Advice show do videos on mixed people. And then he say they're black. I've seen him do that. I've seen Tariq Nasheed talk about somebody mixed. I've seen him do that. Matter of fact, I've seen them all, and they say they're black because their black features stand out more than their white features. Guys, listen, you can come at me from any angle you want to, trying to defend these pro-blacks. You can try to defend them all you want to. But you can't do that with me because I already know the truth, okay? You can't do this with me because I know the truth. And the thing of it is, man, you would think that Phil from the Advice show would get this out there. I mean, you would think he would. This guy got over 1 million followers, man. Do you know how much help that this, Walt Harris and his wife, they want people to talk about this story. They want their faces. They want this. They've already indicated this is what they want. They want as many photographs of them and Aniah up as possible. Okay, they want it. So, so people can get the word out, so people can be on the lookout for this girl. They want this. They want it. But, if it's not a white male doing any of the crimes, or if it's not Phil from the Advice show, they're not going to talk about this. They're just not. Okay? I promise y'all, in the next couple of days, we're going to get a suspect. We'll get a suspect, okay? The things in the next couple of days about this whole case is going to turn up, and we're going to get more information. Okay? We'll have a suspect. And when we do, if he's white, they're going to talk about it. Okay? Because they want to perpetuate this narrative that, everybody white trying to kill everybody black. That's what they gonna do. Okay? That's just how they roll. They're about money. Okay? Um, and I can give you proof. I know when AdSense went off, all of these guys, they was like, man, the YouTube ad crisis. All of them talked about it. All of them's talking about going offline, but they didn't do it. They still right here, right now. Because they know that even with AdSense gone, they can get you to donate to them. That's what they do. That's how they perpetuate this stuff. Okay, let me go ahead and tell you what I think happened, okay? I waited a few days to even make this story, okay? I waited to make the story because I really wanted some time to research and I wanted more information to come out, okay? So I researched. I did a lot of research. Oh, and let me tell you about another disappointment. Excuse me, before I go into that. You got, goofy people. Like it's one lady, and God bless her, she does these tarot cards. And, I'm just saying, I'm not saying telling people what to believe, but black people will believe almost anything. And I noticed that, like, this woman with these tarot cards and saying, well, I'm picking this card. And you can tell that the woman, she drew the tarot cards from, she drew them. She drew these cards on her own and she plucking cards and putting them on a board and saying, hey, this is what's happening. Hey, well, this happened, this happened. And you got mostly black females, they listening to this. They listening to this. And this tarot card reader, man, she, it's another one of these people. I respect her for trying to, get the word out about this in a different way. But we know that this is a money grab. It's a money grab. Listen, man, I'm going to give y'all some stats and I'm going to tell y'all something, okay? You can go online and get these stats, okay? You can go online. Do you know that a stat with missing people, somebody, when they find their car and the person not there? When they find the car and the person not there, they can't find the person. Do you know that there's an 83% chance that the person probably has already died? These stats are out there. Do you know that when they find a person, okay, when their car is there but they're not there, do you know that most of the time they've been abducted through violence? See, this, when people read tarot cards, this is not something, it's not rocket science, guys. You can go get these numbers offline yourself, just like I did. You can go research, okay? When they find a missing car and the person not with the car, some kind of violence has insinuated. You don't need somebody to go read you some damn tarot cards to tell you this, okay? You don't. We would hope that she's okay, but stats tell us that she's probably, there was some kind of, violence going on. Guys, I laugh at some of the people that's disappointing me, but let me tell you what I think happened, okay? So I did some research, and I researched Walt Harris's social media. I researched his wife, and I researched any kind of other social media that's not locked with Aniah. Okay, I researched those. And I tell you this, man. I tell you this. They were a loving family, They were. Aniah was not Walt's biological daughter, okay? Not Walt's biological daughter. But he loved her nonetheless. But in families, you do have your problems. You do have your problems. You have your problems where you have a teenage girl in college. Okay? You have a teenage girl, she's in college, and she's rebellious. Okay? Guys, what house do you live in where the teenager at home isn't rebellious? Happens all the time, okay? Teenagers are always rebelling. And if your teenager ain't rebelled yet, don't worry. Okay? You keep them in your house long enough, they're going to rebel. They're going to do stuff that you tell them not to do. Okay? This is something that's just normal in any household. But I did get that this girl, Aniah, was very rebellious. Very rebellious, okay? And even there was one post that the mom put on Instagram, and she was actually trying to talk Aniah, and get this, from going out late at night. Now, when I look at this, I'm like, okay, so mom has talked about this kind of behavior before. She's talked about the behavior before. And I tell this to young kids, and I'm not making, I'm very empathetic towards the situation. Okay? But when you don't listen to your parents, young people, when you guys don't listen to your parents, things like this can happen. When you legit don't listen to your mom and your daddy, the people that know, they got your best interest out for you. Okay? Things like this do happen. It does. And it's like kids or teenagers don't understand the trouble that they get into until they in the trouble that they in. And then even when they in the trouble, they still think sometimes that, well, I'm not going to get in trouble. It's not going to apply to me. It's not, they're not going to do anything. I get a slap on the wrist. But then, like when the trouble actually happened with these teenagers, when they know they're in trouble, that's when they want to break down. That's when they know the lesson has been taught. But I always tell y'all that you don't want the lesson to be taught while they're in it, because sometimes you might not even live long enough to be taught a lesson. And I say that all the time when it comes to young people. But young people don't seem to get it, man. They don't seem to get it. But this young lady, she seemed very rebellious. Now, being rebellious, still, that's part of any normal household. You got that one kid that's going to go against the grain, I mean, my own daughter, she tried to rebel like later on, she tried to. But, of course, that it didn't work too well for her when she tried to rebel. It never works, okay? It never, ever, ever works, okay? And that's just what it is. What I think happened, though, I think that, she met somebody online. She went to meet this person. And, it's weird because the vehicle, has been wrecked. And that's another bad sign, Her vehicle, like, has been wrecked. But I think she went to meet this person, and I think that she was ambushed, she was set up. But, I think that she probably realized that the person she was meeting was like crazy. And I think that she tried to get away. I think that he hit the side of her car, okay, because the collision looked bad. And I think that she was abducted from that car. Okay, I think that she was abducted. I think that she was violently abused. Okay, I think all of that. And all of the signs lead to that, y'all. And no, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a police detective, but I've been around long enough, okay? I have. I've been around long enough to understand what's going down. I've been, dealing with kids. And I've been going to different neighborhoods. I've been dealing with streets. Okay, I've been dealing with the streets when I have to go and take these kids into these neighborhoods. Guys, I had my introduction to it. I saw everything I needed to know. And when you have a vehicle with nobody in it, chances are, she's probably murdered. And I don't want to say this, okay? I want to be wrong. I want to be completely wrong, but I think she is. And here's another thing that's going to happen. The police, they're going to throw a lot of suspicion at Walt Harris, okay? They're going to throw a lot of suspicion at him, and they're going to come at him full force. And Walt Harris need to be ready, okay? He legit need to be ready for what they're going to do. They're going to try to find a way to implicate him in this. They're going to try to, okay? But, any dummy is going to know that, Walt Harris, is going to have a good alibi. He's going to have a really good alibi, and, but the police, they always come after family, and they have a tendency to come after the men of the family. They always do it. You're grieving, and you're trying to figure out what happened to your loved ones, and then here go the police, going in on you and asking you a whole bunch of questions. And if not, they probably already asked him. They probably already asked Walt Harris a whole bunch of questions, and they probably still going to do more police interviews with him. And, it's probably going to get, Walt Harris going to probably be like, damn, I just lost my stepdaughter. I loved her a lot. And all these people know how to do is just that, he's going to start feeling that way. Because I know when I lost my niece, I'm going to tell you, man, the police was questioning my sister. They was questioning her. They was questioning, my sister's ex-husband. They questioned them to death like they the killers, And I kind of had to, I'm like, yo, hold on. I said, man, y'all asking them questions like they had something to do with this. I said, man, y'all back the hell up, man. I told the cop this. I told him this. Like, are you serious? But that's what they do. That's what these cops do, y'all. That's what they do. And, Walt Harris, he's going to get it. They're going to come after him hard. But all Walt Harris got to do, man, is just stay firm. Okay? Stay firm in what he believes. And just, definitely don't let these cops get up under his skin. Okay? Don't let them do it. And don't talk to these cops without an attorney, okay? See, we learned that the hard way. Don't talk to any, I don't even care if they think that sounds guilty. Don't talk to these guys without an attorney, because these guys, they always want to look to solve cases, okay? They always want to look to close these cases out, and they want to do it as fast as possible. So what they'll do is cops will lie to you. They'll try to trap you. They'll try to do anything to get you to even halfway admit to a crime, to pin the crime on you. Cops will plant evidence. I never ever trusted police. I don't trust them, okay? And Walt Harris should not be trusting police, man. Not right now, okay? If I'm Walt Harris and his wife, I would hire a private investigator. That's what we did to get to the bottom of everything. And I tell you what, boy, that's the best money that we ever spent. A private investigator, a legit private investigator. Somebody who's gonna take their time. Somebody who can, you know what, and you gotta pay, but at least you'll know the truth. At least you will know the truth. See, when you deal with the police, and the police, they're dealing with, missing black teenagers or missing black kids that's been murdered, they tend not to go all out for these cases. They tend not to do it. Okay, they legit tend not to do it because, the thing of it is that this kind of thing in their mind happens a lot. It happens a lot. So, why would they go and spend resources trying to find stuff when they already know that, okay, it's foul play, we ain't got to do this. They're not going to do that, okay? So my thing is, look, hire your private investigator. Go ahead and shell out that dough and pay these investigators. These investigators, they can get to the bottom of it. They'll find they'll find them, trust me. But don't be going to no tarot card readers and, psychics and all these people, man. Police, they've used psychics before in very rare cases, okay? And some psychics, they have helped, the police get like a breakthrough. They've helped, but, it shouldn't be your end all. It shouldn't be something that you do, okay? Like going to a psychic or reading tarot cards, folks. No, and especially the ones online, on YouTube. These people, man, they're con people, y'all. They're con people. They're con artists. That's what they do. They con you. But you can't tell people that. You can't tell them that. But I do think that this girl was rebellious, and I do believe that she got caught up. She went to go meet this person, and it didn't end well. And in my honest opinion, my conclusion, do I think she's alive? I don't. Okay? I feel, within myself and in my spirit, my energy, I don't think she's still alive. Okay? I told y'all I can look at a photograph of a person, and I can tell you if they dead or alive. Okay? I can look at a photograph, because this is something that I probably would have to go a little bit. See, I can't go this deep, and I can tell you how I can look at a photograph and tell you if a person is still living. But I can definitely tell you without a shadow of a doubt, okay? I don't think that she's alive. I think that they're going to find her soon. It's just too much of, like, the truck and just the circumstances, how her phone, she stopped using her phone at a certain time. And usually when the phone just all of a sudden abruptly stopped, that usually means some kind of trauma, some kind of death. And I hope that I'm wrong, y'all. I really hope and pray that I'm wrong. And I hope that, Walt Harris, they can find, closure. They find his daughter and bring her home safely. I really want to be wrong about every single solitary thing that I want to be wrong. Okay, I want this girl to come back home. She seems like a very likable person, Seems very likable. She seems like she was very well loved. And Walt Harris, just keep your head up, man. And don't talk to these cops, man, without your attorney. It's not gonna, seem like you guilty or anything, man. No, man. You just need to cover your butt with these people, man, because they'll come at you from all angles and they'll try to pin this on you. I already know that's what they'll try to do. You guys tell me what you think about this whole thing. I'm done.